When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. As the cocoa tea is the sugar, and together we are complete, darling.
Cheers to that. Oh, very nice.
Oh my God, cheers. This is delicious.
You know it was only a matter of time, right?
When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. Ice the cocoa tea, use the sugar.
Hello? It's your boy Soca Academy, and check it out. Wait, people, Soca people, look. Imagine this. It's the Reggae Charts. And sitting there at the top of Reggae Charts, we have the pride of Trinidad. You know, the one dude who will take in everybody woman because he have red man privilege. He's come with the Trojan horse. The Trojan horse. And he comes into reggae territory. He kick off his shoes and he has planted the flag of Trinidad in the #1 spot of Reggae Charts. Mr. Kes and Kes The Band with Cocoa Tea. Oh, what could have caused that? Oh, really could have caused that? Oh gosh. But look, this is a win. And let me tell you something. This didn't happen by accident, man. This is a product of years and years and years of slow wins, strategy, diaspora love, and vibes. So let's look into this. Let's break this down what's really going on with this Soca sphere. The Soca sphere, the Soca crew, I don't know what to call it. But Trinidad is cooking for 2025. Hit the like button. I know I
Right.
I know what that is.
This here.
Understand, these days in the Caribbean sphere, it's not like how it was in the early 2000s where, generally speaking, if you wasn't coming out of Jamaica or if you didn't have like a Jamaican feature, you wasn't gonna get through. And I've talked about it in this video many times and I'm gonna plug it every time I get. But there's no boundaries anymore, you know? Like, really, what it really is the line between a soca, a bouillon, and a dancehall these days? Because I think maybe it's TikTok culture. TikTok culture made it to where everybody needs that new dance kind of track, and because of that, everybody's kind of moving towards the same area. But that's just the nature of Caribbean music. Like Caribbean music has always had similar roots. They all have those calypsonian roots. Whether we're talking about bouillon, maybe zouk. I mean, even if you go all the way up to reggaeton, reggae itself, dancehall itself, you can find those calypsonian roots. That's why they all have those similar rhythms. So it's not too far-fetched to see House Kiss. How he made that crossover. You know, all these music, they all cousins. That's literally, you go to any soca party, especially when you're outside of the West Indies, you see everybody there. And because we all kind of, you know, but really and truly, maybe that's a problem. Do y'all think the genres are blending too much to where we're gonna lose diversity? Because that's something I don't want to lose. That's the beauty of soca parties. Like, you get that diversity, you don't get the same thing over. But I don't know, put it in the comment section. But cocoa tea, let's talk about that. Now, as much as this is pro-Caribbean, the real MVPs here, the real MVPs of why Kes has this thing at the top is the Caribbean diaspora. You see, specifically, generally speaking, when it comes to soca, it's not the people back home that lift it up, it's the people in the diaspora from Brooklyn to Notting Hill, you know, to Toronto, Tokyo. It's a lot of us around, and when soca gets big within the diaspora, that's when we can have these things happen. You see, and especially because diaspora listeners, they're not casual listeners, you know. Most people who listen to soca that's not from the diaspora, they hear it in passing, but like, we don't have casual listeners in the diaspora. And as soca music becomes more popular, and it is slowly winning the Jamaican crowd, which is another big part of the diaspora. Without them, you probably got like half of who could ever win. But when you're starting to win the Jamaican crowd, that's when soca really gets to be at the top. Like, you look in Jamaica these days, you see in soca parties, it's Christmas time, there's a soca party right now. I love Soca Jamaica, they going in right now. You had never seen this so much. It's to the point where I go to the Jamaican party and I already know they're gonna have a soca section because it's getting that popular. So the diaspora really is helping to lift this up. And this is why sometimes people think I'm hating, but this is why I get so critical of Trinidad when it comes to soca music, because they have the diaspora size to really take over the West Indies, and they have the interaction of the other islands. As much as I do rep for the small islands, it all comes down to Trinidad. If Trinidad isn't good, soca doesn't grow, because they have the diaspora, they have everything they need to push it. You understand? And that's why I love it. People watching here from Toronto, they watching from Houston. You people are the most important for us to get this cocoa tea. The next thing why Cocoa T is busting right now is timing. You see, Kes, he kind of have that thing where he's a front runner of soca. He already has the visual charisma and all of that. So he has the advantage of he doesn't have to drop a song during Carnival season. And this is why it's important to make soca year damn round. You always want to wait until February to drop a track. But when you drop a track outside of all that Carnival hype, you get one, more exposure. Two, you don't have to compete with 1,000 people dropping a song, dropping track. Have you seen the list? Look at what comes out of Trinidad every day. Just search and just look at the latest tracks. You see that? You can't compete with that. You could be the biggest artist. There's just too many tracks coming out right now and you have to compete with plays. But Kes, he dropped a track outside the soca season, so everybody could hear it. And that's how you put the time and you let the track bubble, and next thing you know, when Carnival time come, you already have the hottest song in the whole West Indies. Really, I don't really have the best politics of that. I haven't thought about it completely deeply, but I don't know. What's the best time to drop a soca? Somebody drop that in the comments. When's the best time to drop one? But then there's the third thing that's going on. That's the Kes effect. Now, the Kes effect, he kind of got this thing going on. He wins over the female audience. I don't think he has the male audience, but he has the female audience. And I'm talking about the girl could be 18. She could be a 16-year-old girl. She loving Kes like some K-pop stars. You understand? And it be them old ladies who love Kes. They be 70 years old. Like, oh, Kes, that's my man. That's my man. I like Kes. Has that. He also has like the frontman energy. He's a very charismatic person. He does really well in his media days. Even when he went to Jamaica for I Love Soca Jamaica a couple years ago, that was a good vibe. He had Bounty Killer, Beanie Man out there with him. And they said, yo, the dude could perform. The dude really bringing soca to the forefront. And I'm glad he stayed in soca because, you know, thankfully we've reached this point. But you know, a lot of these artists, Kes, Mr. Killer, Bungie Garland, they didn't always want to be soca artists. You know, Problem Child too. These guys didn't always want to be soca artists and they almost quit. So thankfully we reached this point. Like I get so happy every time I see it. I don't even like Kes like that. I'm not a big Kes fan. But when I see Kes do good, it lets me know that the rest of soca is coming with it. Shoot, the dude freaking... you seen the track he did with Shaggy last year? Instant It. That track was fire. I do like that one track by Kes. That was fire. And this win matters. You see, the most important part about this win is showing us that the island pride, or like the island preferential treatment that you get sometimes, like, you know, if generally speaking, if you outside of Trinidad and you make a hot track all over the West Indies, you probably wouldn't get that much play because, you know, that Trinidad mafia is strong. I mean, thankfully, Ojo World is here, but it wasn't always like that. And you see, even now, finally, we're getting the push, we're getting the help, the support from the Jamaican crowd. You know, even 5 years ago, if you're a Jamaican person who likes soca, you used to get so much hate. Not hate, but kind of like a look of disapproval. How you Jamaican, but you like soca? You're supposed to be a Jamaican? Like, that kind of attitude towards music, especially Caribbean music, is changing. You see in Martinique. The Martinicans making dimbo. They don't even speak Spanish. They speak Creole, like a Haitian, but they making dimbo. So that Caribbean sound is finally starting to merge, and we're starting to see new sounds and new modern sounds. And this all happens whenever you take away that diaspora or my island is the best island kind of energy. So when you see Kes at the top of Reggae Charts, it's great. I love it. In fact, I know some people say I want our own soca chart or our own bouillon chart. I don't think that's the best way to go, honestly. I think if you keep it all together, there's more of a chance for all the islands to rise up and become popular. Maybe if you separate it from, I don't know, reggae, and then you have a separate one for zouk. You understand? So all the Haitians, all the Martiniquans, maybe even put bouillon in there, just doing zouk, and then you put everybody else under the soca. Put everybody else under the reggae. It's W's. But yeah, this is a quick video. This is relatively low effort. I just had to get this out. I just had to get these thoughts out. So hit me up in the comment sections. What do you people think about it? What do you think this means for soca? Because I love my soca music. Soca c'est celle médicament mon nid.